Rex.
Yo, it's Evan. What up?
What up?
Chilling, man.
Whoa.
I love the different versions.
What's your name and what are you doing?
I'm Sophia Algazini. I'm a professional illustrator, and this is what I'm getting signed. I can't remind it yet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, this is how you start your morning off at Megacon. Hayden Christensen autograph.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, so it goes this way.
I think it's
Dude,
badass.
it's awesome. I'm so stoked.
We're about to meet Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, and I'm probably gonna fucking cry.
We're almost there. They're right there in the back. They're right there. They're right there.
It's happening. It's like 2 minutes away.
Do you know where we are?
No, over there.
One and two for Christopher Lloyd doing the lane 4.
Are you made in Russia?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or Ukraine?
Our driver was from Bulgaria.
Who's this guy? Do back non-deliveries.
I don't want to see. No, but I see one. I see one.
Guy's also a liar. So, how you feeling?
A little hot.
A little hot? It's probably those robes. I know it's a big thing going with culture and history and all that stuff.
Do you have a look?
That's awesome. Oh, the heads. So packed. All right, you got to do it, guys. $6.50, good price. Let's see what else is in here. Got some good stuff up in here.
They're all saying 12. Okay, you want to check them out?
Very good prices.
Roman out of the fucking purport. Just keep it going. Destroy the rock. Bury the.
It's like driving
Finding all the collectors.
semi-claustrophobic, so
You finally found Frankie. How many gummies you take today?
Enough.
I know. Little replica of the Star Wars.
Again.
Everybody. Saying hi to everybody. You got it.
Family reunion.
Did you do the photo op?
Yeah, oh, my kids.
Was she freaking out? One of them.
It's only 4 o'clock. And look at the chaos here. Waves and waves of people. Made it to the waiting area.
About time, little shoot.
All for this thing right here.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
That's it.
Anaheim in Chicago. So completed the whole set in London.
That's
And
awesome, bro.
it was to the very last day. Actually, I was missing her, so I bought her off the Facebook group, and she shipped it when she got home. But I got everything else like there. It's crazy.
I like that Rancor.
So Japan.
VIP. It's like being in prison.
Silver wristband for your gold ticket. Yeah, silver for gold. That's what. Bye.
What do you think, guys?
It's going to be even more so now as we get on G-A's in as the crowd applauds Wyoming! Let's hear it for Ewan McGregor!
So happy to be here with you today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And let's give it up. We're going to escort off the stage. Is here for your local Rebel Legion, everybody. We are obviously here in Orlando. If you're a local from Orlando or Florida, make some noise right now. If you traveled from outstate, you're from a different state, a different country, make some noise. You were here for this.
Yeah, I traveled from another state. Another state of mind, I think.
Where were you before this? Were you?
I was in Scotland after Christmas for New Year, and then we went down to. I was doing this big series called A Gentleman in Moscow.
You're talking about going to conventions. Obviously, you're meeting a ton of people. Orlando, there's a ton of not only sort of a prop or an item or a fan experience.
Exactly. There's an awful lot of nice fan art that we see
Yes.
while we're signing or while we're taking photographs of people. There's always nice. I just like when young people have done drawings, you know, and I always like to try and I always encourage them to keep going, you know, and because it is such a that side of our nature is often the one that gets sort of trampled down first, you know, in our trying to get through school and college, and people sort of don't go to the cinema to see them anymore. You know, cinemas become blockbustery, and horror films are always quite well received in the cinema, and then big superhero films and such. But you know, the films that I would want to direct about people and are not much going to suit. They happen on television, and I was thinking, well, was that? And I just suddenly thought, well, you just got to find a story you want to tell and tell that story. And it doesn't really matter where it's seen.
Love it. You're so generous to your fans, obviously meeting them at conventions, which is a huge place for fans of the Star Wars genre to meet, right, and hang out together. You were so nice to the folks here. So we have some fan questions that were submitted online. We reached out to a bunch of fan groups and folks that are here in the audience. So I'm going to shout out some names, and if you hear yourself, I will say I stole your question, Peter McLean. Peter McLean, are you here somewhere? Make some noise. There they are. Here they are. From Newfoundland, Canada. Newfoundland, Canada. I asked a question about returning to Obi-Wan, so thank you. Thank you for that. Let's go to the next one. From Michael Bigelow from Palm Beach, Florida. Michael Bigelow, you out there? They're being very polite.
He's very good.
You can give a whoop, you can go whoop whoop or whatever, yeah. Thank you for your question. For the duel on Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith, who obtained the worst injury during the rigorous choreography, or did anyone?
We always got our knuckles hit smacked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just par for the course with that kind of thing. But what was interesting is this sort of, we can talk about it, but how the swords have evolved.
For sure.
And when we made the prequels, we had a guy who had like a cart. What?
Somebody named Thomas.
Thomas, yeah. Thomas the lightsaber maker. Is he here? Thomas? Are you here?
Thomas is in the bathroom. Somebody get him. No.
I was going on to say Thomas, obviously, and his cart. Yeah. And we had these, they were made of some sort of alloy, they were metal.
For sure.
And they would bend after every single take. And when Hayden and I were fighting each other, often didn't make it through the take because we just went at each other so hard. And they've changed now, so now they have actual swords that light up, which is what gave us those amazing lighting changes in that end scene in the series. By chance, as we were rehearsing the scene, you know, we had our swords here, and his face was blue, we were blue. Someone get that phone line. And then as we moved over here, our faces turned red, and it was just like magic, you know, like, oh my God. So but they don't fight as well as the old ones do. They have a tendency to sort of go, sort of like, it just isn't quite as satisfying as when they used to. But we would always catch each other's fingers because they don't have George, in his wisdom, decided not to give them a hilt. Most sword designers in the world, you know, throughout history, have put a hilt there so that you don't get your fingers wrapped. But anyway,
and then I still need one. And then Kylo Ren decides his hilt is a lightsaber, which is completely ridiculous.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, he's got all the protection he needs right there. Look at there. Look at that. Is that too much to ask for? A little.
Oh my gosh, everybody, it's Hayden Christensen!
I just got this sent to me not long ago, so I thought this would be a good place to sport it.
I love it. Did you, and that kind of brings up a question that we asked you, and obviously you're traveling around the world, you're meeting all these fans at these conventions. We're here in Orlando, it's a big city for Star Wars collectors. Lightsabers and figurines and apparel. What's been like the most interesting thing that you've gotten recently to sign? Or maybe just something out of all your signings, a prop or a replica or an apparel?
Oh, I don't know. There's you know, we signed a lot of lightsabers and Darth Vader helmets, but I just like seeing the new artwork. You know, you see all these artists come and they do these amazing drawings, and so that's sort of what I get a kick out of.
There's a festival of arts going on right now at Epcot, you know, and there were so many great artists just with different versions of you and their takes on it, with different characters. It's so beautiful. I want to ask you, have you been to Galaxy's Edge in either Hollywood or Orlando? Yeah. Talk about your experience stepping into that for the first time.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times. I think it was the one in California though at Disneyland.
Sure.
I don't know that I've been to the one here yet.
Similar, pretty much a replica, just different. Yeah.
I would imagine they're similar, but yeah, I did the Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
I mean, they do such a great job with it. I always thought it would be such a cool job to be a Disney Imagineer. You know, the people that design the parks and the rides. I think they do such amazing work.
Oh yeah, they're geniuses, and even the folks on that ride, you know, the ride operators, they get to kind of take part in the action. It's an immersive ride.
Totally, yeah. You feel like you're in Star Wars. It's great.
I could picture like that'd be a fun surprise bit, riding the ride of Resistance, and then Hayden Christensen's there as like the rebel, like come on, follow me, like we need to get that to the next thing.
There was like a few stormtroopers that kind of like looked at me a little long. He's supposed to be here.
are cool.